Hey guys, what's going on? Just another Undead Gaming here. Today I'm playing Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal, but that's not really the main focus of the video. I am giving my review / opinion on the Ratchet Clank movie. First of all, yeah, I know I said in my Ratchet Clank video I was going to see it after opening weekend, but I kind of had a change of plans and I decided to go see it on my own. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, click away now because I'm going to be going into a lot of spoilers here. I'm going to be spoiling the story and some scenes towards the end of the movie. So if you want to see the movie, click off right now if you don't want it to be ruined. Hey, now that I've got that out of the way, and hopefully the ones who don't want to hear about it have clicked off, I enjoyed the movie. Now, with a lot of these video game movies, they're sort of made specifically for people who play the game, for the most part. Some video game movies can sort of go, oh, you don't need to play the games to know what's going on. This is kind of a reboot. This is based on the new PS4 game, which I haven't played yet. I wanted to use that game to do this review, but I couldn't obtain a copy, so I figured because the story actually somewhat resembles the third game a little bit, with not much, but it has some resemblance to the third game, so I decided to play it for the video. So I'll just go into the story right now. The story is about Ratchet wanting to become one of the Space Marines, and they need a new member because there's kind of a villain who's made kind of a planet destroying machine weapon, and kind of the plot is kind of forgettable. Like the stuff with Ratchet, you'll remember it, but the story is kind of forgettable. I actually have notes that I wrote down. I'm just trying to, like, did that happen? So the story is kind of forgettable, but it is good enough to where it'll keep you interested, but you're not going to remember too much outside of it. After you've seen the movie, you're going to forget a fair bit of it, which is what's happening with me right now. I forget some of the stuff that's happened, so yeah, this. And basically he's rejected, and then he kind of helps him, and pretty much he sort of now kind of takes the spotlight away from Captain Hood, who's the leader, and he's sort of put into the group itself. The new group is very, very lackluster. They have very like pretty much, with the exception of the kind of the nerd girl, they are all forgettable. They all share the personality of, look, just shoot everything. So that kind of hurts the characters. In the original group, you had Al, who was sort of a tech guy. Helga was kind of a big German brute, and you had Skid McMissile, who was originally a hoverboard racer, part of this team. And kind of these new characters are very, very lackluster, very forgettable. Not a whole lot in there. So, and this new group, well, the new group's not as good. And if you haven't played the video games, you'll be fine with the story. They don't go too much into again, it's a rebooted story, so a lot of it is new. But to catch some of the references, you have to play some of the video games. Like there's a few references in there. Like there's a reference to Jack Daxter, Sly Cooper. Even in one of the scenes, the nerd girl is playing new multiplayer from this game. So there is some references in there for the old school fans. And the story is very similar to the the kind of the original games. So story-wise, this is pretty solid. The writing is good. The voice acting is really good because they got the original cast. But now the negatives, like I said, the new characters are very lackluster. And there's one scene that really pisses me off. Okay, Quark betrays them to essentially become famous because Ratchet essentially stole his spotlight and he's bitter about it, which that is sort of how Quark is in the first game. You're essentially going after the villain essentially hires him as the spokesperson, and now he's going to become a spokesperson here, and he betrays the group, sets him up. He then learns that Nefario is the villain, and Nefario in this story used to be a Marine. He used to work with Quark, and then turned against him. And now
nice work, Ratchet. I'm coming in on the dropship now.
He knows that he's working with him, but yet in the final climax, he still fights Ratchet. He still doesn't want
map, press select or R3.
The heroes. He still goes against them, which doesn't make any sense. You know Nefario's there, and you know he's a bad guy, but yet you still go after Ratchet. That scene made me facepalm so hard that I think I disturbed the entire theater. But again, they stuck to Quark's character very well. And that's really my only negative. There's just one glaring problem at the end of the movie. Overall, my thoughts. If you're a fan of the games, you're probably going to enjoy this. Especially the original games. So I'm not including Future Tools, Crack in Time, or All for One. I'm talking the original 3 games. Ratchet & Clank, Going Commando, and Up Your Arsenal. So, overall, if you're a fan of the original games, I would highly recommend going to see this. If you haven't played any of the originals, this is a good enough reboot that I think you'll have some interest and you'll understand a little bit more. But but overall, there's just a few minor issues that make this one of the better movies of the summer, like I just said. So thanks for listening to me ramble on about the movie. Hopefully you guys go see it, and if you have, just tell me what you think, and I will see you on my next